welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. So let me, at the outset, let me say we're going to come back to you here in a few minutes, maybe an hour or 2 hours from now. So I'm not going to take questions now because we're not going to take questions now because we want to come back to you, but we wanted to keep you updated. So it is in my personal view that we've had probably the most productive and meaningful meeting so far in this entire process since we've been involved from the beginning. We have a very good work product that was already built on a foundation of input from all the relative parties involved here, and we were able to go through some of those items now, point by point, and I think we've made good progress. Our teams have now gone to their rooms as we're working on some of the suggestions that were proffered to us. So we're working through making some changes, some adjustments, in the hopes of furthering narrowing the differences and getting closer to something that both Ukraine and obviously the United States are very comfortable with. Obviously, this will ultimately have to be signed off by our presidents, although I feel very comfortable about that happening, given the progress we've made. And then obviously there's the Russian side of the equation. But again, we think we have some pretty substantial insights over the last 9 months into some of the things that are really important to them. So I think the takeaway from it is, I think this was a very, very meaningful, I would say, probably best meeting and day we've had so far in this entire process, going back to when we first came into office in January. But there's still some work left to do, and that's what our teams are going to be doing right now. And we'd like to come back to you maybe a little later tonight with further updates.
Dear journalist, dear Marco, and I want to confirm that we have a very productive first session with distinguished American delegation. We have very good progress, and we are moving forward to the just and lasting peace. Ukrainian people deserve and want this peace more than anyone in this planet. We thank our big friends, United States and personal President Trump and his team to their commitment to bring this peace. And we will continue to work today, as Secretary said. We will be working and in coming days to join proposals, and we will also will engage our European friends. And of course, the final words will be of our leaders, of the President of United States and Ukraine. And I hope that we can achieve the good progress today. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back to you, and we'll be back to you in a little while with more. If you, I know you have questions.
As for where we are, I spoke with Secretary Rubio at length. I spoke with the president as well. Everybody inside feels optimistic about what happened and transpired yesterday in Geneva. Secretary Rubio, Special Envoy Witkoff, the whole team really worked through the points of that 28-point peace plan that the United States authored with input from both sides, the Russians and the Ukrainians. And ultimately, the vast majority of these points have been agreed upon. The Ukrainians have worked on language with us together, and you heard that from their delegation directly yesterday. So we feel as though we're in a very good place. Of course, we have to make sure that all of these points are agreed to. And then, of course, we're going to have to make sure the other party in this war, the Russians, agree to them as well. But I think the president deserves a great deal of credit for the amount of energy and effort he's put into trying to bring these two sides to an end of this war. He wants to see this killing stop. As for any deadlines, he wants to see this end as soon as possible.
Шановні українці, українки, сьогодні наша делегація повернулася з Женеви після переговорів з американською стороною та європейськими партнерами. І тепер перелік необхідних кроків для закінчення війни може стати працездатним. Станом на зараз, після Женеви, пунктів менше, вже не 28, і багато правильного враховано в цій рамці. Ще є зараз над чим попрацювати всім разом. Дуже непросто. Щоб зробити фінальний документ, і треба зробити все достойно. І ми цінуємо, що більшість світу готова нам допомагати. І американська сторона налаштована конструктивно. Фактично увесь день вчора були зустрічі. Це була непроста, надзвичайно детальна робота. Сьогодні ж увесь день координація з нашими партнерами в Європі. Говорив сьогодні вже з президентами Фінляндії та Литви, з президентом Євроради, також з прем'єр-міністрами Норвегії та Іспанії. Я дякую всім за чітку та щиру підтримку, за всю інформацію, яка нам допомагає. Україна не одна, і це важливо. Команда наша доповідала сьогодні вже по новому драфту кроків, і це дійсно правильний підхід. Чутливі речі, сенситивні речі я обговорю з президентом Трампом. Україна ніколи не буде перепоною для миру. Це наш принцип, спільний принцип. І мільйони українців розраховують і заслуговують на достойний мир.